Mr. Desmond Chu.
PQ number 2, please.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, the lifting of travel restrictions in Singapore and globally is likely to be slow amidst the emergence of more transmissible strains of the COVID virus. As such, the recovery of the aviation and tourism-related sectors is expected to remain weak. Besides the JSS, or the Jobs Support Scheme, the government has been providing targeted support to these sectors that are affected very badly. The Ministry of Transport introduced the 870 million One Aviation Support Package in February this year to enable aviation companies to preserve core capabilities and maintain Singapore's position as an aviation hub. STB launched a domestic tourism campaign and extended 320 million worth of Singapore Rediscover vouchers to drive domestic tourism. WSG has rolled out various job redesign reskilling programs to support employers in these sectors to make use of the downtime to redesign jobs and reskill their employees to take on new job roles. And for firms in these sectors that are still able to expand local hiring, they can also tap on the Jobs Growth Incentive, which provides up to $54,000 per hire. For affected workers who are looking to switch to new careers in other sectors, we will help them access suitable jobs and skills opportunities. Besides the WSG's Careers Connect and NTUC's E2I Career Centres, WSG has also set up the SG United Jobs and Skills Centres in all HDB towns and deployed Careers Connect on the go to bring about career matching services closer to job seekers. Job seekers can also tap on digital resources available on WSG's My Careers Future portal to search for suitable job opportunities. The government will continue to closely monitor the impact of COVID-19 on these sectors, and they are reviewing the provision of targeted support so that core capabilities can be preserved and that the sectors affected can emerge stronger through the eventual recovery. Thank you.
Mr. Desmond Chu.
Deputy Speaker, I'd like to thank the Minister for his comprehensive answer. I have 3 clarifications. The first is, I note his point that the recovery in the aviation, tourism-related sectors is likely to be weak. I'd like to ask if he expects there to be permanent reduction in manpower requirements in these affected sectors. The second clarification is on students in affected sectors. There are students studying hospitality, aerospace aviation. They are likely to have graduated last year, this year, and 2022, and they are likely to face an uncertain future. So how can we better help them to pivot, or do we still continue to encourage them to enter those sectors? The third clarification will be on helping existing workers to transit. Will we be expected to provide grants, noting that many of these workers in these sectors tend to be older and find transition significantly more difficult because they have very limited runway left to transit to other sectors? Would there be a need for more concerted tripartite efforts to help them through that transition process? Thank you very much.
I thank the Honourable Member of Parliament, Mr. Desmond Chu, for his very pertinent questions. In terms of the reduction in manpower requirement, EDB and the different component agencies have also taken and working with the Emerging Stronger Task Force and also leveraging on the Action for Alliance group, identified certain core sectors within the aviation industry which they think that would continue to remain very much in the growth sector. Now, I think the exact details, I'm not at liberty to talk about it at this particular sitting itself, but I'm sure in the weeks and in the months ahead, more of this information will come out. So what we're trying to do is to ensure that as we come out of this particular pandemic and this crisis, we want to be able to anchor our skill sets in that particular area and capture the growth that's going to come from that sector. Because ostensibly, in the foreseeable 5-10 years ahead, outside, once we clear this pandemic, we go through this difficult period, we believe that the recovery will be quite strong. And given our hub status, given the credibility and also the strength of our workforce, we think that it's one area that we can continue to anchor on. With regards to the third question on what kind of transition support, we urge all companies, particularly companies that are doing well, to tap on the Jobs Growth Incentive, the JGI, which offers or subsidizes up to 54,000, depending on which age group you are and whether you are 40 and above, whether you have disabilities or you're an ex-offender. And of course, the young ones, up to I think 25% of your monthly salary, capped at a certain amount. We urge companies in the growth sectors to continue to hire, because this is a very good opportunity for companies to to tap on our local Singaporeans as a workforce, the unemployed ones, the ones that are available, and help them to pivot into different sectors, into different industries. That scheme, JGI, will expire in September 2021. So please take advantage of that. And in that transition itself, I believe that that would actually put a lot of our fellow citizens and the companies themselves in good shape. With regards to your second point about students being affected, indeed, this is also one of our concerns. What we are now doing is that we are expanding the courses to nuance and to ensure that the graduates coming out from the institutions of higher learning, from our polytechnics and also our ITEs can be placed in sectors which we have identified as growth sectors. So for instance, in the wholesale trade, in healthcare, in finance and infocom. And we've also got courses that actually help them to ensure that they are plugged in, that when they come on board to these companies, they are in a much better position to fit in and to be able to adapt and really take on whatever opportunities that may come their way. Thank you.